We're live, hot mic. I can hear everything you guys are saying, and it's on video now. So, okay, I got you. Can hear everything that you guys are saying, so I'll let you give it, or I'll give Zoom a second to connect. I know it's still thinking about it for some of you. Basically, the things I want to go over real quick, since you're in your seats and not messing with Charlie, Skylar, and Gustavo. You guys are where you're supposed to be. Gustavo, please. Thank you. Okay, so your Zoom room should be connected by now. I want to talk about just a reminder on the pre-flight panel and how to submit proofs, what stuff like that. We have one day until deadline number 2. So we have today to make some kind of general changes to our deadline 2 pages so that we can get proofs and actually approve them in time instead of being cut short, waiting for those to appear. So basically, if you're ready to submit your proofs, let me know. I will pre-flight those today so we can get ahead of the curve. If you are not ready, get ready. What get ready means is create your page and add a couple images so I can submit it for proofs or some placeholder text, something like that. And we can still make changes afterwards, but we only have 2 days after the proofs actually get here. All right, let's talk about pre-flight checks. So I have a page open in Jostens here. I want to be clear that this page is not a bad example. I just want to show you how the pre-flight panel works and what you guys need to keep in mind while you are submitting your sheets for approval. So you finish up your page, you're ready to go. You're ready to send it to the yearbook, send it to print. To do that, you go to Jostens add-ons, and then you'll get this window, or it might look like this window with all the pages on it. You need to be in this. Dang it, come on. It needs to look like this, where you have all of our Jostens add-ins open for your page. Then you go to pre-flight, you go to the warning icon, click on pre-flight, and then it's going to run the pre-flight check. Make sure it's all looking good. Okay, 0 errors, that's perfect. I can submit a proof with 0 errors. However, there is one warning here, and it says distorted image, fix in quick crop. So the warnings are going to tell you exactly what you need to change, like a distorted image, and then they'll give you a little option, like right here, that says click to fix or something to the tune of that. If I click on fix in quick crop, it's going to pop open this little window here. And the second part is if I do what it asks me to by clicking here to fix it, it messes with the aspect ratio of the image, right? It does the quick crop and says what it needs to do. But when I click done, it screws up my page layout because now Bella's head is almost going to get chopped off by the page here. It's going to take off the offset from where you blocked out the license plate. Like, it does a lot of things that maybe necessarily we are not looking for. And even still, when I go to refresh it, you can click the little refresh button right here. It still says that warning is there. So I can submit with warnings. I cannot submit with errors. So I'm going to undo this and save it. Control S. I can submit with warnings, cannot submit with errors. So if your page has 0 errors, I can send it to be proofed, and we can still make changes on it after it's been sent off, to the factory. All right, so let's see if I can find a page with some errors here. If I go yearbook pages, I'll show you how to fix some of the more common errors. Let's look at, again, I'm not picking based on who made it. I'm not picking based on how good or bad it is. I'm just looking for print errors. It's the only thing I'm searching for. Okay, perfect. So here's a good example. All right, so this page is obviously in progress. No worries there. Hold on, let me zoom out so we can see the whole thing. There we go. So this page is still in progress. If I go to run pre-flight on it by going back so that I can see all this menu here and click on pre-flight, refresh, it's going to have a couple errors for empty image placeholder. So if you're getting the error for empty image placeholder, when you go to submit your proof, all you have to do is click on it. It'll pop into the placeholder that it's not working with. And if you hover over it, it'll tell you what to do. So you can either fix it with the Jostens image tool or delete the empty image placeholder, which is what I'm going to do for now. So I'll delete that, Control S. When I refresh my pre-flight, it's going to go from 14 down to 12 because it took a few. I thought it would go to 13, but it's fine. I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. Okay. And then that is our, that's how you clear your errors. So like overset text, for example, is another one that commonly gets missed, or not missed, but happens. So if you see an overset text error, there's one button you could click that fixes it. So if we click on this first overset text option here, right now there's nothing there, but where is it? Hold on, let me do some switcheroo in real quick. One sec. Just give me 2 seconds and then I can. Okay, so you guys should see my larger screen now because there's the full space here. You're looking for this tool right here, fit frame to content. So for example, if we pull this down, it's just an empty image, or it looks like an empty text placeholder. It doesn't look like there's anything going on here. So if we pop open Jocelyn's add-ons and go to the overset text, you can either press this button that says fit frame to content. It's got this little icon right here. So there's your indicator. So you can see where that button's at. Or alternatively, you can delete the empty text box. And when I go to refresh it, it should go from 7 to 6. So remember, I can submit with no errors, but I can submit with warnings. So I'm going to back out of here. The reason I want you guys to delete your empty placeholders, your empty text boxes, your things like that. Oh, that's my last FM. We don't want that. We're gonna go here. Okay, so you guys should be able to see my other screen now. The reason I want you to delete them is because we can add them back in later on. So I'm gonna close out of this because I don't want to save the changes that I made. To bring them back in, you go Jocelyn's add-ins, go back, and then go to yearbook pages. After you go to the yearbook pages section, click the drop down to go to my templates, and then open up whichever template you were working with. I think that one is Student Life 2. And click open on the bottom, or well, maybe it was Student Life 1. Let's see. Let's try Student Life 1. It was Student Life 1. Okay, so since I deleted this text box and it's still there in the template, you guys got to be very careful at this point. Right click on that, copy it, and then when you go back to your page, like this one, for example, okay, what I'm going to do is right click again and paste in place. Now, this is a different template, but if it were the same template, when I paste it in place, it's going to put it in the exact spot where it belongs. I'm not going to leave that empty image placeholder there. But the paste in place is the most important thing that you need to remember. The difference between copy and paste and just copy and paste in place is that when you do it in place, it's going to put it back where it actually belongs after you've deleted it. Once you get back in setting it to other stuff, it'll make more sense when you after we've submitted for proofs. But paste in place is the most important thing to remember, and that fit frame to content button up here is the other most important thing to remember while you're making your changes. Okay, so that's my Zoom room. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. Does anybody have any questions for Preflight, for D2, for whatever? All right, sounds good.